Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at 4737 Clubhouse Drive here in Newburgh. We're located at the front of the home, just beyond the front patio here. We've got a 3-inch ABS cleanout. This will be the point of access. I want to point out we do have some standing water. We're just inside the cleanout here. We'll reverse the direction of the camera and go back towards the house at the end. It looks like the belly dissipates right here. It may start prior to the clean out though. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We do have water running, and I'll do a toilet flush here in a little bit to see how well that is moving past the standing water. Ideally, I'd like to see a really strong flush with just a big burst of water going past the camera. And here we go. And here at about 20 feet, it transitions over to 4-inch PVC pipe. Once past the clean out, everything is so far is draining well and looks good. Okay, here at about 35 feet out, we have reached the terminus for the line. Looks like it heads over and connects onto a line running up and down the private driveway, or the flag lot driveway. I'm not sure if once you hit this line here, if this is the responsibility of all the houses in this little flag lot or not. It's worth checking on that just to find out. But once you're past the clean out and going out to this point, everything is flowing nicely and looks good. We are going to come back here in reverse direction and go back in towards the house. We're going to shut the water off here in just a moment as well. But I'm going to do a toilet flush here really quick and see how that looks out to this point. Should be seeing a toilet flush here in just a moment. Looking down into the clean out, it just went past the clean out. It was pretty weak looking. There's the toilet flush there. It actually is not too bad. And considering that all the pipe is quite clean, leading away from the belly, it appears that everything for the most part is making its way past it. Not too much issue. We're going to pull back here and then reverse and go back towards the house. Alrighty, pretty much all the water is drained out of the line now. Alright, we're now aiming back in towards the home. And it looks like what we're working with here is an inch of standing water starting at about 2 feet prior to the clean out. And the pipe is looking pretty clean, or actually quite clean on either side of the belly. So bellies are kind of tricky depending on how much debris goes down the line and how often. can greatly affect how the belly will affect the flow of the line. If you put things like paper towels, grease, any sort of wipe, flushable wipes even, or cleaning wipes, those items will tend to hang up in standing water quite easily. If all that goes down the pipe, though, is toilet paper and food debris, you want to avoid things like eggshells and grease, obviously. Anything else that gets hung up here is going to break down and move on its way. Ideally, I'd like to see this part of the line drain out. It would require a repair, dig down to the line and correct the slope and grade so it drains out. That's kind of up to the buyer what they would like to do. But bellies, especially one of this nature, is about an inch of standing water for about 3 feet. It's a fairly short belly. That's not to say that it couldn't affect things going down the pipe. I get more concerned about bellies when they're quite long, when they're 15, 20 feet long, especially with how much debris is in the line here. It's quite clean and clear of most everything. But again, depending on what goes down the pipe, could affect the line. Everyone is a little bit different on how they live and put down the pipe. So if a repair is not done, I recommend really watching what goes down the line. You can see all the stuff sitting on the bottom of the pipe there. That is appears to be pretty much eggshells. So you could do a hydrojet to clean this junk out of there, get it on its way, and then maybe in a year do a rescope after living here for a while to see how your living habits affect this line. You can see if there's any debris buildup. But at this time, the belly is small enough that I think that watching what goes down the pipe is probably a better idea necessarily than repairing it, but repairing it would take care of the problem permanently and something you wouldn't have to worry about. Everything from the clean out to the terminus at 36 feet is looking good. That belly does come underneath the concrete patio here a little bit, probably about a foot or so. So I don't know if they would have to cut into the concrete in this situation or tunnel under it, but that could add some costs on to doing a repair.